Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a chit chat, get ready with me, using all of my favorite makeup products at the moment. This is the look that we created, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a life update. I've been gone for a year. I'm sorry. So much has changed in my life, and I'm really excited to share all of that with you. But before we jump into the video, if you guys are new here, do not forget to subscribe and check out all my other socials linked down below. And the products will be in the description bar because I think I forgot to mention so many of them, and I know that you guys are probably going to have questions. And without further ado, let's just jump into the video. Hey guys! Today we're going to be doing a little chit chat, get ready with me using my favorite makeup products at the current moment. I've been doing the same makeup routine every single day because I absolutely love how my skin looks. It lasts all day. If I started at 7 in the morning, I could have it on until midnight, 12:30. I've slept in this makeup look before and it has not budged an inch. I know I've been kind of gone for a little while, so I wanted to just kind of update you guys and give you a little rundown of kind of what's been going on in my life. I think the last time I uploaded a video was maybe I think a year ago, and I know I have not been super consistent about posting here on YouTube. I am not off social media. Like, I have a TikTok account and Instagram I post on every day. So it's not that I've taken a hiatus from the internet, I've just taken a hiatus from YouTube. I personally think it's just a lot of different reasons. Beauty YouTube videos kind of just tanked. It was really hard to grow kind of any kind of following on this app because of the type of content that people are searching for just is not makeup tutorials. I mean, people have been doing this for years. At this point, so many people just know how to do their own makeup. I know that like a lot of lifestyle content is really big in right now, so I've been wanting to come back and film YouTube videos for you guys. I just didn't know how or what to even film. To moisturize my skin, I use the Tatcha water cream. I'm obsessed with it. I've gone through so many containers of it. It just makes my skin feel extremely hydrated, especially because I do kind of go in with long wearing products, which could tend to be slightly a little bit drying. And I live in New York. I'm telling you right now, the weather here is all over the place. It's bipolar. I have been obsessed with this primer, okay? Like, I cannot put it down, and a little bit goes such a long way. This is the Secure the Sweat from One Size Beauty. And I mean, do I love the container? Not really, but I love the product inside. So to be honest, the container can eat shit. I wore a full face of makeup in Disney World in Florida in the summer, and my makeup looked as good as it did when I applied it at the end of the day, which if you guys have ever been to Florida or Disney World, it's like a complete different world when it comes to like heat and humidity. And I mean, I was dripping sweat pretty much everywhere, but my face was like, looked so matte. There was never any budge, nothing. I know that this is something I never talked about. I have definitely come to love cream products. I used to have super oily skin. If you guys are a long time subscriber here on my channel, like, I had oily skin. I don't know if my hormones have changed it, but for me now my skin is more normal to dry in some areas depending kind of on the type of year. I'm creating a mess. Little life update. I broke up with my ex-boyfriend. I know that that was kind of the last video I made, like why I was single. I don't really remember if I went too much into detail of what happened there, but it was a physically abusive, mentally abusive, kind of just like nasty situation. So I got out of that. I got a restraining order and everything. It was nonsense. So after that, I kind of just took like a year and a half to myself. I traveled all over. I mean, me and my best friend went to Vegas last year for my 30th birthday. I went to Vegas twice in 1 month. I've gone to Disney. I can't tell you how many times. You guys, if you don't know, you know, that's my favorite spot. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I try to travel to Disney as much as I can. I have an annual pass now, so it just makes it a lot easier. Been to New York, been to Boston, been to Florida recently to film some stuff. I have built up a pretty big following, I would say, a decent following on TikTok. I have almost 200,000 followers. And Instagram, I think one of them has 90 something thousand and another one has over 100,000, maybe 110. So I have been, still pretty active on social media. I feel like I fell out of love with makeup for a while, and I just kind of switched my content to more trans related things just because that is such a hot topic in the media nowadays. So I just switched my content style to that, but I absolutely miss filming beauty videos. YouTube is like a total different platform for me. Like TikTok and Instagram and all that just get like a little snippet of like my personality and kind of just who I am, but you guys get like the full thing. I mean, I've come on YouTube and talked about everything. Like, I don't think there's anything I've left off YouTube. That leads me into what I want to tell you guys. So I am going to be starting, well, it's already started, but I haven't uploaded it yet, podcast, and it's actually really exciting. It's been in the works for a while now, and we finally kind of got everything going and filmed and everything. So I went down to Florida and I filmed 3 podcast episodes, and those will be coming at you really soon. Once I get all the footage back and all of the videos, you guys will be the first to know. I'm excited. I mean, it's going to be a different side of me that you guys definitely are not used to seeing, if I'm going to be totally honest with you, because all I've really ever done is beauty videos. I've really kept things on political, not really trans stuff, kept my opinions to myself for so many years. And now I have a podcast to showcase all of my opinions. And I mean, listen, it's not the only stuff that's going to be uploaded to this channel. I am still going to do beauty videos. I am going to be having a Sephora haul coming probably next week sometime. I ordered some stuff from Sephora and I want to do a little haul for you guys and just do a video testing new makeup because I have been stuck in this rut of using the exact same products every single day for months. And at this point, I'm kind of sick of it. I want a little change up. I need a little change up. I really want to make sure you guys see this product because I am completely obsessed with it. And I was very skeptical at first. So this is the One Size Beauty Ultra Pink Powder. Like, it doesn't even leave like a pink residue. All it does is brighten up the area like no other. Now, mind you, I love the Kim K 2016 Bright Under Eye. You don't have to love that. I think it really just draws attention to my eyes. This is such a finely milled powder, so when you go to apply it underneath your eyes, it's not going to settle in any of those fine lines that you have. I feel like overall, One Size Beauty has kind of cleared the room. I mean, they've come out with some really staple products that I am completely obsessed with, that I use literally every single day of my life. This translucent powder I'm using is not my favorite. It's not bad by any means. It's just not my Laura Mercier powder. This is by Fenty, and Fenty isn't bad, don't get me wrong, but like, I am just so used to my Laura Mercier powder. Like, when I try anything new, I'm like, ooh, it's terrible. Hence why I placed that big Sephora order, so then I can test new makeup. I have been repurchasing the same products over and over for, I'm gonna say, probably close to a year now. I love the way that my makeup looks. Pretty much the best my makeup has ever looked, and it lasts so long and it's so smooth, and I don't think that it looks too heavy. Another little life update, which I'm sure you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, have seen. I am now in a new relationship. And this is something that took, like I said, I took a year and a half to myself to travel, to just learn who I was again, because I think after that relationship, all I was like a girlfriend and a bonus mom, and I really didn't know who I was. And I took the last year and a half to travel around with my best friend and really just explore who Brandy is and find out what I like and things I enjoy, and just get to know myself a little bit better again. Jumping into another relationship like right away was just not something I wanted to do. I feel like I made that mistake several times before, and I'm only getting older, okay? I know this may not be old to some of you. I don't know, like 20 something days, I'll be 31, and it's just like life is hitting me so hard. I'm like, oh my God, like I want to get married. Like I want to have like a solid, good, healthy relationship. I don't want to be dealing with the nonsense that I have for the past 6 years in my 20s. He is actually someone I was friends with for almost a year before me and him started to date. And I think that that's super important and not really talked about that much with slow burn types of relationships. I think a lot of people just like get on these dating apps and they're like, okay, well, I'm looking for a boyfriend, so I'm going to put the pressure on everyone to be my boyfriend. And a lot of people just like aren't there. And yeah, they may be scrolling on these dating apps, but 9 times out of 10, it's an ego boost for them. They want to get hit on, they want to feel wanted, but when it comes to actually, putting their selfishness aside and really settling down into a relationship, people don't want to do it anymore. It's just not the fun thing to do. When I met him, like it wasn't something I was even interested in. When I met him, I was 2 months out of my last relationship when I was like, it was a big neon sign that was like, no men, no men, because I was just kind of so turned off to the idea of having to kind of just deal with the stuff that I've dealt with in the past because cheating, abuse, like all that stuff is extremely serious and it really does take a mental toll on a person. I am a completely different person that I was when I started YouTube. I can tell you that right now. I'm a completely different person than I was when I turned 21. Like, I am just not the same anymore. It has long lasting effects on a person. And so that's why for me, I was extremely picky on who I was going to let in to my life in such an intimate way. I'll give a little bit of how we met. We met on a dating app, like for kind of nothing serious. It was more or less like a friends with, benefits kind of thing. And it stayed like that for a while because I was not in a place to mentally be in a relationship. I have a lot of trauma that comes with like relationships, especially cheating, and I have really bad trust issues. I mean, it's just is what it is. It's something that you deal with after going through, two cheating relationships, two unfaithful relationships. You just have to move on with it. So I just wanted to make sure that I was at a mental headspace to welcome the love that someone wanted to give me instead of being so eager to push it away because I was afraid of getting hurt. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm still triggered to this day. I mean, there are just things that happen and things that come up that I feel triggered by the relationship, and we talk about them, and he never gets mad at me. He never starts arguments. He's so attentive to how I feel and so attentive to, just wanting to help me through said trauma, which I appreciate because it's not his job to help me through the trauma that he didn't create. We are looking to move in March. So I've been in this apartment for March will be 3 years. I'm just absolutely over New York. I'm over the taxes. I'm over the how expensive everything is. I mean, I looked at a house, okay, a home, 5 bedrooms, I think 3.5 baths, fenced in backyard for the dogs, and it was $300 more than what I paid for this 2 bedroom apartment. And that's just such a big difference. And I just think the cost of living is so much different everywhere else. Now, mind you, I understand that people's pay down there is not as much because I'm solely self-employed. Like, my pay won't decrease. So for me, I'll be making the same amount but paying less. So that is definitely like one of the main reasons we want to just get the heck out of here. Plus, I hate the winter. I hate snow. I've hated snow my whole entire life, and I got blessed to be born in New York, and my parents never moved, and we all stayed here. And now I'm like, I'm getting the hell out. It's time to go. My grandma lives down south, and I'm like, I'm coming to live by her. My parents are going to move. They've already talked about it. Like, there's just nothing here. And every business is closing left and right. I don't live in New York City. Like, I live in an area that's like more upstate, and there's just nothing here. It's actually so sad. I can't even lie to you. It is the most sad place to live. If half of you guys were to know or see it, you guys would be like, this is the most depressing town I could have ever seen. This coffee creamer that I bought at Walmart the other day is so good. I am a really big fan of peanut butter. I don't know if you guys are, but it's a Reese's peanut butter cup like coffee creamer, and I'm telling you right now, the coffee tastes literally like I'm just eating a Reese's peanut butter cup. I need to be able to focus because I have ADHD, and I'm telling you right now, I have the absolute worst time when it comes to focusing. So I was on antidepressants for, I would say, the past 6 months, maybe 6 months. It has not been a year. So I'm going to say the last like 6 months. I was on antidepressants because like my anxiety was just so bad. I feel like being self-employed with all the things that I have going on behind the scenes, like there's just so much pressure and there's so much to do. And I am like one person, and I think I have a really difficult time with like thinking of multiple different things. I just will get so overwhelmed when I have like a bunch of tasks to do that I'll like sit there and do none of them. I also think that I had some like PTSD from the abusive relationship I was in. As much as I buried that stuff so deep, which is what I literally do, I was having nightmares. I mean, but I wasn't remembering them. So my best friend would like sleep next to me, like if we were like on a trip or something. Yes, we sleep in the same bed because we're just those girls. We just like love to sit there and giggle and kick our feet and like have the time of our damn lives. She was sleeping and all she kept hearing me say in my sleep was like, no, no, like that hurts, like let me go and all that stuff. And it's just like so sad, like to even just sit back and think about that and just think about the fact that I put up with stuff for as long as I did, especially being the person I am. Like, I am a beautiful person inside and out, and I deserve the absolute world. And I think it just took me a while to realize that, because being trans, I think that affects your view sometimes on the love that you think you deserve. And I am not doing that anymore. I'm absolutely like a no BS kind of girl now, and first sign of trouble, I'm running for the hills. Bags are packed, jet is on, and I am ready to go. But so I was on antidepressants for 6 months, I would say, but I just didn't like the way they were making me feel. To be honest, I feel like my nightmares got worse. I feel like I was having night sweats so bad. I was having such bad insomnia sometimes. Like, I would lay and stare at the ceiling. It would literally be like 7 in the morning. It's like, oh, I didn't sleep an ounce. And it's just like, I couldn't keep doing it. It was like making me like mentally crazy. So I started cutting down my dose. I'm almost off of it completely, which I'm so happy about because, like I said, for me, it's just not something I want to be on. I will go to therapy 500 times a week. I'm not going to be taking any more antidepressants. And the only medicine I really want to be on are my hormones. That's what it was for so long. So that's exactly what we're doing. If you guys are looking into being on an SSRI or thinking about even doing it, this is me strongly recommending you don't. I feel like I haven't talked about many of the products I'm using, but if you guys do want to know like a description of each product that I have put on my face, if I haven't mentioned it, I will leave it in the description bar down below. You know me, I get to rambling and then I just forget what I'm doing, and I'm just doing my makeup and you guys are witnessing it. But this has been like my everyday makeup look. Mind you, I put lashes on because you know me, we're bad bitches over here. So for me, I'll put a lash on, but it's just so simple. It's so pretty. The eyes are just like bronzer and a little bit of shimmer, and we call it a day over here. Let's talk about my favorite lashes of all time. It is the ones that I'm wearing right now. I know that they are big and huge and voluminous and may be intimidating to some of y'all who don't wear lashes, but I'm telling you right now, these are the Lilly Lashes in the style Miami, and I am obsessed. I love them. I think that they are perfect for this look. I think it's just because I have nothing really going on the lid. It can focus more on the lash, and the eyeshadow and stuff is just like an accent to it, you know? I'm not an Ardell wispy kind of girly. I'm sorry. Some of you may love them. For me, I just think the lash band is so thin. It really just does not give like the dark lash line appearance, like it's growing out of my actual eye. Listen, we all got our preferences, okay? Don't shoot me for mine. So we're gonna set all of this in place, okay? And you want to know what's going to make it last for 3 weeks, a month at least. One size on till dawn. I'm telling you guys right now, don't breathe in while you're spraying it, because every time I do, I feel like I'm getting a rare form of cancer. I don't know what chemicals are in there. It doesn't leave your skin feeling like wet or anything, which I love. But when I tell you my skin has never looked any better. Like, yeah, I have pores. Everyone has pores. But my skin looks so good. And this makeup will last me all day. You could go run a marathon. I've taken a shower with all this on. And I'm telling you right now, it doesn't move a fucking inch. I'm going to be so honest with y'all. This is not my favorite lip pencil, okay? It's not been my lip combo, but I ran out of that lip pencil. And I have it coming in on my Sephora order on Friday. So it's like, I got to wait. So we're just going to use this random one. And just use it to outline the lips a little. Like, see, this is just a little too pinky. The one that I have is by Makeup by Mario, and it's more of like a brown nude, which I like, and it just looks so, so good. Like, this is just too pinky for me. I don't really like applying a lipstick, so what I'll do is just take my lip pencil and blend it down, but I'm going to still leave the center part of my lip open, so it gives me kind of like an ombre effect without having to apply a lipstick. And then I hate a matte lip. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of this Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Gloss and apply it over top, and hopefully it'll kind of like nude it out a little bit more. I mean, it's still fairly like red, but listen, beggars can't be choosers, okay? I mean, my lips look good, don't get me wrong, but I've always got to wear a gloss. Like, I cannot, absolutely cannot for the life of me wear a matte lip. I just think it looks crusty, and by the end of the day, I'm just like, my lips are like peeling. Ooh, no thank you. A gloss is the way to go all day, every day. So that is all that I have for my chit chat. Get ready with me using my favorite makeup products of the moment. I will be back with a Sephora haul and a couple other videos, plus the podcast. So if you guys have not subscribed already, subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And I will have all my other socials linked down below if you guys want to follow me other places besides YouTube, where I'm active literally every day. I will see you guys in my next one.